Literally start immediately. A wee mo it. I can start immediately. A wee mo it. How you like that, dude? A wee mo it.
We on it. Just got done with Patreon 2. That'll be coming out. Check your fucking Patreon.
Yeah, dude.
That was a good one, man.
That was fun.
Just got done. Kicked our fucking guests out. Now it's just the boys.
Now it's just the fucking
now
dogs,
it's the
dude.
fucking dogs.
We're outside of the paywall now. Just want to
now this is for the people.
say what's up to all of our haters, dude. The haters listen to the free one.
The haters
for sure,
get the free
dude.
one.
For sure.
Dude, how many of our enemies do you think are listening right now?
Dude, I was thinking about that this weekend. I was loving thinking about our enemies, just being like, are they still doing that?
Did anyone even listen to that? Yeah, dude.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Thousands
Suck a
of
fucking
motherfuckers are on
dick.
our dicks right now.
Suck
dude.
a fat dick, dude.
Suck his tits.
Woo.
Suck his titties. You get your tits sucked?
Oh, yeah, I get my tits sucked.
Yeah, I do
Suck
too
my
now.
fucking nipples. I love
Suck
that
on
shit.
my tits, dude.
Dude, my nipples are sensitive as fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's nice. I didn't think I'd like it. I'm into it.
My baby knows. She wants to speed me up, dude. If she starts sucking
to
my
get you
nips,
going?
I'm done, dude.
Yeah, what noise do you make when she starts sucking them?
Oh.
Oh, you go Asian.
If I get my nips sucked, I am fully like it's, dude. That is like boner rocket.
I'm like,
fuel.
stop.
Oh,
You better stop. You're gonna make me fucking pop right now.
dude. I yesterday got some fucking sniz. I've been on like a very like no porn.
You got sniz yesterday?
I got fucking sniz. It was like, mate, we were on a rocky road, dude. So we were we had a significant, we did
That's
some.
the best time to get sniz, when you break through that fucking rocky rough patch.
Yeah, we busted through like level 1009 of like Rocky Run.
Dude, we're on a quick pace. We're trying to catch you. Me and baby girl are trying to fucking match your guys'
What level
level.
you guys on?
We're on fucking like probably rough patch like 28, but this is like 3 months.
Yeah, fight with your girl is the worst video game ever, dude.
Oh, it sucks.
Oh, dude, I was, and it's like a maze, dude. They like make these mazes for you, and then you have to sit there like the fucking mythical hero you are and break through their fucking illusions, dude, and their riddles. She's just putting up riddles and illusions. You have to be like, wait a second, no, and you have to break
wait,
that.
is this true? Are you a fucking idiot? Am I an idiot? Am I a fucking idiot? What's happening? Are we both idiots?
Yeah, dude.
Maybe we're both idiots.
That I was on that a couple times where I'm like, I'm nuts. You're fucking nuts.
Yeah, every once in a while we'll be like
We're gonna
hanging
end up
out,
in pajama pants
and
during
I'm
the
just
day.
like, we're fucking idiots.
Yeah, a couple times I thought I was on like the choose your own adventure where like I'd end up in like pajama pants arguing with the cops there. I'm like,
pajama pants VFW.
You've been running me down for 10 years.
You become an old black man.
Oh, did you see True Detective?
Yeah.
What is she's like? You're so dumb. Everything you touch turns to shit. And he's like, woman, you've been running me down for 10 years.
Dude.
Yeah, man.
The choose your own adventure is definitely, and so far everyone I see leads me to just drunk at a VFW.
Oh, for sure.
That's how my life ends. Hammered at an Elks.
That's
just
good.
Like, Notre Dame lost again. Heart attack, and that's it. Lights out.
Dude, I fucking yesterday. So like, I haven't been on the porn. Without watching porn, I don't jerk off that much at all. I don't have the desire to really that much. I still have to crank one out every now and again.
Yeah.
But like, so I
Do
ripped,
are your erections? Do you get like no reason boners, or do you just going?
sometimes they've been coming
flaccid?
up. I've been getting like no reason boners. I caught dude, I like saw something the other day.
I'm sorry. This is. I got to give credit to baby girl for this because this is very funny. Which sucks because it was definitely one of her exes that came up with it.
Yeah.
But whoever he was funny. He calls a semi chicken parm. For some reason, like if you have a semi erect dick, he's like, "Oh, you got chicken parm going."
That's
Calling it
actually
your parm is so funny.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah, I got
dude.
chicken parm. I'm parmed up.
I got parm. Dude,
Sorry.
I noticed that like if you quit porn, I'm like I think like 25% rewired. When you quit porn, you start getting like the rockest of hard fucking birds, dude. It's hard too though holding back your crumb. So I was like going so slow, dude, holding my crumb, and I'm going doing a couple of fucking full stops, just like the ride stops when people are getting on.
Full
dude.
stop.
Yeah, dude.
I'll full stop and like go for like a kiss.
I just go all the way in and full stop. She's like, what are you doing? Keep going. I'm like,
Just let it sit.
I'm like, hold on. I want to go slow, dude. So I'm going, and finally, it's time, dude. I'm like, all right, this can't go on any longer.
Yeah.
And I pull out thinking like, it's just another crumb like any other. I pulled up a sports bra to crumb into it, and as it started coming out, I was like, this is not for sport, and it just shot over the sports bra.
Sports bras.
Dude, all I heard was her like, oh my, when the girls get come on, they're like, oh my god. I'm like,
Yes.
literally in the middle. I at one point was like, and I went, ah! started letting out high pitch. Dude, it was so much crumb, dude. It was so. I had started letting out high pitch. I was worried my neighbor could hear me.
Dude, I was this morning, I had sex and I made a funny noise when I came and it made me laugh so hard. I was like, I'm gonna fucking come. Because we were in a fucking gay condom.
Really?
Yeah, that's the only time I ever have the confidence to CP. It's not a true CP,
God,
but
dude.
yeah.
No, that's still even no. But I'm saying even CPing with a condom on, I'm a screaming demon.
Yeah,
dude.
I was just like, I was like, I'm gonna come.
Ooh, I can't stay silent, dude. When all my nerve endings are firing in that one spot at that one moment, I can't hold it in, dude.
Yeah, dude, you become one with the universe. You just float through the cosmos.
Oh my
you fucking
God.
kneel to grass.
Well, the funniest part is like I knew exactly where I was, and I was just like I knew I was coming. She starts laughing at me when I'm like, because I'm like, ah, oh, and I'm so fucking.
When you would do that when we lived together, I'd be in the room over
I didn't
laughing.
know you could hear me.
Yeah, you're screaming. Every time you come, you're like, I'm gonna do it. I'd be in my room like half asleep.
Dude, the whole time there, I'm like, shh.
I know. The whole every time you'd fuck, it'd be like loud clapping, and then you'd be like, shh, 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 shh. I'd hear you be like, Shane. He can hear us, Shane.
I can't help it, dude. I'm a passionate man.
No, it's hot. It's hot. I'll give it like when you're telling a chick to be quiet when she's like making noises. It's so
awesome.
fucking hot. It's like, you gotta shut the fuck up.
Every,
and you keep
every shush, I'm like, oh god, I'm harder. Oh god,
Yeah.
Every shush, I'm closer to coming.
She can make me if a chick. Yeah, whenever she wants to end it, she can make it end just by making a lot of noise.
Oh, dude.
And I'm just like, I'm done. I'm fucking done.
If they say
I come
anything
like the
about
grape
coming,
lady.
I'm like, oh god.
I sounded like the grape lady when I came. I was like, here, watch this. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh my god. This has been like across a bunch of these different shows I watched.
The Chinese have had that.
This is the hardest test. And they'd be sitting there like,
Very difficult to test.
and then like when they sit down, they get the little sweat drop. It's like, beep! And they're just like, oh, everybody's going to know that. Dude, it's so fucking funny.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. We got like coffee. It was a bunch of Chinese just studying.
Cramming for
There was also two dorks, an Indian chick and a gay white dude.
Yeah.
And they were like flirting over the topic they were studying. And it was so fucking annoying to listen to. They're like, that's what I love about history. It's like a study of like, and they just kept going back and forth with like jerking each other off with their intellect. And I was just sitting there just like, you guys. I basically tapped into my ancient warrior.
You should have.
I was like, these guys are gay. She should like me.
Why the fuck you like this guy?
That's when I went and bought books.
Did you really?
Saw these fucking two hitting it off. I was like, I should read.
That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, dude, that was my shit. That's been my shit I'm on.
Yeah. That's good.
Confronting my demons, dude.
Yeah.
And because I read this thing about a guy. It was like an interview with this dude, and he was saying ancient shamans, when something was wrong with them, they would think that like some sort of entity came and took a piece of your soul, and it was up to the shaman to go find that for the person. So the shaman would just like dose themselves to oblivion and go into the underworld and be like, "Whoa, I think I know what's going."
Yeah.
So that was my
nice.
That was my logic. Was that you have to go?
Will you shaman me?
I'll shaman you. You have to face your demons and your dude. This is my thought I had today before I forget.
Yo,
go ahead.
I will fucking do hard drugs with you.
Yeah, I'll shaman you.
And I'll let you shaman me.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
I'll be your first fucking test.
Dude, well,
we should probably record it.
Success. That'd be awesome.
Actually,
dude.
no way, because I'll be saying some wild shit.
Dude,
like, I'm gay.
I'd stop. You just hear my rattle stop, and I'd be like, wait, what?
Ew, dude, get out of here.
Oh, God, I'm fucking tripping. I need to call my dad.
I'm high, dude. We both just get too high.
Just call 911.
I was shamaning my friend, and now we need a shaman.
I was shamaning my friends, and we're gay. Dude, that'd be such a funny 911 call.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, that was my whole idea, that, like, you have to go and face your demons, and when people say like the soul, it's just your idealized version of yourself. And in order to find your idealized version, you have to fucking thin the fog of all your bullshit and your neuroses. And once you do that, you just fucking full synthesis with your own self, your true self, dude, your capital S self. That was my idea today. So I was like, it all came together. Hunter gatherer diet that I'm gonna do, doing my dark walks, dude. That's sick. Going to a dark basement and walk around.
Dude,
Scary as fuck.
I told you the one time me and Jamal got high at my parents' house, and then we went in through the basement because it was nice. We were late. We would get a blanket, lay out back, look at the stars, and smoke a blunt.
Yeah.
Not gay.
Not at all.
Just an interracial friendship, just having fun out there, exploring the cosmos together.
Well, you guys were both on the football team too.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I protected him on the gridiron. He was the quarterback. He was the quarterback. I was the left tackle.
Your whole school was like, we don't like this. And
you're like, we don't like these two getting along together. We were pretty much the Gary and Julius from, But we got inside, and the light switch for the basement was in the basement. So you had to turn the lights off, and it would be pitch black, and then go up the steps. And I was like, get the lights. He's like, you get the fucking lights. And we were both high as fuck. And I was like, nah, dude, you're closer. He's like, are you afraid of the dark? I was like, yeah, dude, get the fuck. We both like, you're fucking gay for being afraid of the light. You're afraid of the dark. He's like, you're afraid of the dark.
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying, man.
Dark is scary.
I'm trying to step it up. I'm going to take a little dark walk in the woods. That'll be my next step.
You're going to actually get murdered.
No, dude, you can be
dark in the woods is scary.
Hell no. I'm going to bring a fucking Rambo knife. I did it one time.
I hope you kill someone. I hope you murder someone.
That'd be sick. I did it one time. There's a dog park in New Jersey that's like 7 acres, all fenced in. Yeah. I brought my dogs there at night because they couldn't. This is like my old dogs. They couldn't get along with anyone else. So I started bringing them there at midnight, dude. And I'd fucking prowl them. It's like, but it's fenced in. I'd walk around these woods at midnight with my dogs, dude. We would just fucking run through the woods. It was awesome.
Wow.
Because it's a path, but it's like it's in the woods though. So like you walk back there.
Oh my God.
Turn the phone off.
You were letting your dogs out and running through the woods at midnight.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Sounds great, but that also sounds.
Someone brought their
terrifying. If
some asshole brought his dog in. He was on the same tip as me, and I was like, "Let me get my dog," and he was like, "No, they'll be fine." I'm like, "I don't know, bro."
Yeah, you're like, "Trust me,
dude." They started fighting. I pulled him apart, and then the cops fucking came, and they were fucking like, "You can't be in a state park," and I was just like, "All right, bro."
Yeah, there's laws against what you're doing.
Not right now. There's not, dude. State parks can't be policed
for a reason.
What? That's bullshit,
The last
dude.
thing you need is some fucking mental patient with dangerous dogs running around in the woods at midnight. That's stuff of legend, dude.
Dude, it was awesome.
Neighborhood kids are gonna know about you.
All I could see was it was the moon. Luckily, it was like a full moon, and I could kind of see a little bit, dude. It's fucking. Oh, it was
That's
awesome.
great. Was it warm out?
Yeah, it was in the summertime,
so
dude.
Nice.
It was fucking awesome.
Damn,
it was sick.
That's awesome.
But I was a little dude. My thing is, it's one thing I can do that with my dogs, no problem. If I ran around the woods by myself at nighttime, I'd be getting. Especially that'd be that's a perfect arena for it because it's fenced in. That'd be a spooky endeavor.
That would be very spooky.
So that's the thing about the fear of the dark is you have to be alone. If you have even it's like someone's in there with you, it's like you're not scared. Yeah. Walking by yourself, that would be the fucking dark walk.
I'm afraid of.
Let's do mushrooms and walk in the woods at nighttime.
Yeah, that could be our shamaning.
Damn, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Perfect. We'll figure it out. I'll drive.
Yeah, yeah. You're good at driving on mushrooms.
I definitely drive on mushrooms.
I'm afraid of deep water.
Ooh, yeah. Fuck.
Deep water scares the fuck out of me.
In like the ocean you're talking about?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm a big bitch about the ocean. I used to swim in it freely. Now
there's a word for it, and it's like thesophobia. I forget what it's called.
Fear of the dark is nyctophobia.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's something like that.
I think there's a G.
No, there's not.
I think you Googled the wrong thing. I think you typed in fear of darks.
Oh my God, dude! I've been getting fucking molested at work.
What?
Yeah, I've been getting like full on sexually harassed. You know the lady I've been driving home?
Yeah.
She started. Did I tell you what happened?
Thalassophobia. That's fear of dark water or deep water.
Thalassophobia.
And there's a whole subreddit on it. It's very
thalassophobia.
Scary. Thalassophobia. Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty. That makes sense too. Like fear of the dark. That makes sense of where that comes from. Fear of deep water. That's like a primordial
just like
fear.
That. Just like
oh God,
just being in the ocean, like deep water.
I'm
or
a
like
seafarer.
An abyss, like
Fuck,
a fucking
dude, like a whirlpool or something.
Oh,
see, I'm definitely a seafarer. I like the high seas, but like, yeah, I remember when I was little, we would like jump out in deep water and like swim around outside of a boat. And now, like,
I wouldn't do that. That's terrifying.
I might start doing it. I'm telling you, I'm just conquering deems, dude. 2019.
That's a great.
And after you conquer one deem, you think you're done. You're like, oh wait, this is another deem.
Forgot about this other gay ass deem.
I didn't even realize about this other deem. You have to conquer all your deems, dude. My deem of fucking dancing, not being drunk and dancing with my girlfriend. That's a serious
sober
deem.
dancing.
Sober dancing.
I don't think that's a demon. I think that's a reasonable fucking thing that you shouldn't do.
I shouldn't party
That's
rock.
definitely what they were doing at the fucking in the tribe. The tribe that was fucking everybody's chick. They were all dancing.
That's so fucking
Men shouldn't dance. Fags. Fuck.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. But yeah, dude, I've been getting fucking molested at work.
Why? What are they doing to you? They grabbing your donger?
No, it's just the fucking my fucking lady I've been driving home.
What's
She turned on me, dude.
molesting you sexually?
She's been harassing me sexually at work. You know when someone tells you like a story and they like lean on you and all that shit? I was just sitting there the other day and she came in. Well, it all started when I was driving her home. And
How old is she?
She's like 60, dude. I'm getting, I know, dude. I'm literally getting.
So she's a mature natural.
She's a very
Is she
mature.
a mature ebony natural?
Yeah, she's a very mature, very exquisitely mature.
Yeah.
She's a geese. I'm getting like, dude, like literally fucking. She'll like tell a story and like lay on me, like hug and like I fell. She was saying how she fell and she was like grab onto me and just I was just sitting in a chair just like. What? Because she said something on the way home the other day that I was like, what the fuck?
What did she say?
Saying how she hadn't got any dick in forever. I was just like, holy shit. I was just driving. I was like, where do you want me to drop you off?
Yeah.
So ever since that, I was like, I'm not taking her back, taking her home anymore. And,
Really?
I was dropping her home. Yeah, dude. Well, I was just kind of like, this is getting weird.
She was definitely thinking.
I think she thinks I was going to fuck her because she kept saying that. She kept being like, you sure you don't want to like check the place out? And I was just like, because at the one time I did.
Wow. For some reason, I really want you to fuck her.
No,
I mean,
dude. No, I can't, dude. That'd be horrible.
How old is she? Gross?
She's old, bro. She's a geese. She's a geese for sure.
If she was just a little younger, that's such a hot story.
I know, but she's a geese,
Such
bro.
a fucking hot.
She's a geese, dude.
She's like, you sure you don't want to come in and check it out,
dude? What your brain is constructing.
I know. Is not even close to the horrific reality.
I'm driving and it's like she said that. I was like laughing. I was just kind of like, that's fucking hilarious. But then the first time I went in because she was like, come on, like, oh, you know, blah blah blah. I'm like, and she's old enough where I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I go in? But then after she started like, lately I've just been kind of like, what
about
the fuck?
head though,
dude? And then
what about head?
The head's got to be off the hook, dude. Head's got to be fucking ridiculous.
You should do this.
No, dude.
You should cheat on your girlfriend with a 60 fucking year old.
The funniest part was I stood up at one point. You know, after the thing, I'm like, whatever. You know, she's just doing this thing. I stood up at one point. And she sat there and looked me up and down. She went, "You got a nice shape." And in my head, I was like, what the fuck part of my body is she talking about?
Let's talk about that thick rump, dude.
I don't know if it was because I had my thing was it's like
rumpus.
I was like, is my fucking microbird bulging right now? Because I had the jeans I had on, I didn't wash them for a while, so they were kind of loose. That's why I didn't think she was talking about my butt.
The microbird sticking forward.
I thought my jeans were loose, so I thought it looked like I had a bulge. But I thought she thought maybe the microbird might have been like supporting like a fucking tent stick, just supporting a little fucking bulge. And I was just like, dude, is the fucking MB raging right now?
Do you have any pictures of this lady?
No, I don't. I really don't. All day, I was just like looking. I'm like, do I have a weird fucking micro bulge? Is my butt look sticking out? Like, dude,
it's a thick butt.
Fucked me up all day. In my shape, dude.
You got a nice shape.
My shape. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Such a fucking demeaning way to describe a man.
Yeah, dude. I was
got a nice pear-shaped body, you fat pussy.
I was just like, what the fuck?
That's a funny insult. Like, nice shape, faggot. Oh, dude. Hey, you shouldn't say that.
All day. Oh, that's
you said fag. Yeah.
No, I did.
That's my resolution.
That's your New Year's resolution.
Yeah, not saying FAG.
True. Shutting it down.
Started that again.
You've been shit. Yeah, that's all right.
That was last year's. Remember that?
You should do it.
I got like 2 weeks in and I was like, faggot retard. Damn it.
That's so fucking funny. Yeah, luckily I can say this. I definitely, like, I was such a ruthless bully, but I was more focused on making nerds life hell. Like, I remember there was a kid who was gay.
See, I never fucked with nerds.
Oh, I
only bullied my friends that were
I used to, like, bully
on the football team.
No, I bullied, like, I actively bullied people, like nerds and like.
Yeah, I only bullied our group of friends.
Oh, dude.
If I could tell someone was like a loner, for the most part, I was not a dickhead to them.
See, from the beginning, when I was younger, I was just bullying anyone who I could bully.
Yeah.
And then
that's probably how I started.
Then there was a kid who was like homeschooled weirdo. Ooh. I think I was scored number 4, and he wrote a hit list and brought it to school. I got a fucking.
You scored a 4?
He was homeschooled his whole life and went. His mom sent him to 8th grade. And he came, dude. And
Prime coming age.
Dude, he came in, and it was just like when people watch like Locked Up. We were all in there, just like, what up, dude? Dude, he was on our baseball team, and he ended up quitting. And then like they found a hit list, and I hit number 3. I was
3?
Fuck, dude, we
It's
used
a
to
strong ranking.
The guy bought a batting cage, so like he would in there like, you fucking suck, and the balls would be flying at him. He was like, dude, it was so fucking fun. But I stopped. The one thing, there was this kid who was definitely gay in my high school, and for some reason I got punched in the face by a nerd, and I stopped bullying nerds at that point. And then I started just bullying weird kids. I
remember that very vividly. My first week at high school, because I was always like, "Why are people mean to these dorks and like gay dudes? Why are you mean to them?"
Yeah.
And I went into the bathroom, and there was a dork. There was a guy who I knew was a huge fucking dork, and I think he was gay. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I didn't know at the time, but he was just weird.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What's up, dude?" And he just instantly was a fucking asshole because he had been bullied so much.
He had to shell
that
shock.
the dorks and gay dudes were fucking mean.
Oh, for sure.
Like, shut up, asshole. And I was like, whoa. All right. This is who I am now. I'll fight you. There was a dork.
He was like moaning Myrtle in Harry Potter.
There was a dork. Yeah.
He's in the bathroom like, fuck you.
Yeah. He just float around in different classes.
The only gay kid, I used to always be like, yo, you look so fucking hot today. And he'd be like, and just laugh. And I'd be like,
all right,
we were just laughing.
Good.
But then I would definitely, like, if I saw a kid, I would just, in the meantime, try to set up fights and make kids fight each other. And like,
True. Behind the scenes.
The kid that I used to bully,
yeah.
The kid that I used to bully, or I did bully that until he punched me in the face before biology class, I, for some reason, was like, all right, I took it upon myself to, like, make him fight some, but in a good way. I thought my intentions were pure.
I remember this.
I thought my intentions were pure, and I set up a fight between him and some kid.
Yeah, you said one of them called him gay. One of them said they were like...
No. This was in 7th grade.
This is a different fight.
That was... My intentions weren't pure for that. There was just two nerds a year above me, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I can make them fight, and I made them fight.
Yeah.
This was just another kid. I'm like, yo, you gotta start standing up for yourself, dude. I'm like, because this kid on the bus used to give him shit, too. I'm like, you gotta fight this kid. So then they actually fall on the bus.
How'd he do?
The kid, he tried to fight with his school bag on. The other kid just grabbed his school bag straps and was choking him. And I was like, no, pick it up.
Oh, you set him up for failure?
I wanted him to beat this kid up. And he
lost?
He got his ass kicked.
He took an L.
He got his
If
ass
someone's
hit.
sitting behind you on the bus, they can fuck you up. That's how the bus rankings are. The further you sit in the back, the more you can beat the shit out of you. It's like a Mortal Kombat.
I remember seeing that kid who I was setting him up to fight with, and he lost. But I saw this kid at like it was like a soft hop or something. And he went to my high school, and he was just like, "Yo, I'm on an E pill," and I was like, "Nice." And I fucking just punched him in the stomach as hard as I could, and he was like, "Oh, why would you do that?" I was like, "Fuck you, dude."
The drugs are gay.
I just thought it was funny to punch him. I was like, "What? Does stuff feel really good?" He's like, "Dude, it's unbelievable." And I was like, "Whap!" Right.
Oh man,
Shit.
bullying is the shit. Fuck Gillette, dude.
Yeah, dude. Bullying is fucking rad
rocks.
as fuck.
Yeah, sorry to go over Gillette again.
No, I don't give a fuck. I told you, man. For some reason, there's this weird cultural force to like make men more effeminate and women more masculine. It's like, why? This isn't gonna go well. It's not a good idea. I'm not behind it. So why would you do that? I'm a gas stove, dude. You're gonna cook gas on me. Women are electric stoves. We're geared for different shit, dude.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be like, no, actually, I feel like it's like you can't do it, dude.
Yeah.
I could fuck my girlfriend up, dude, in a fight.
Yeah.
If Gillette, yeah, dude, this is bullshit.
Gillette's trying to stop you from beating the shit out of her.
Dude,
fuck
no way.
Gillette, dude.
Fuck that, dude.
Rock her.
I'm so much stronger. I go to the gym with her all the time. I see what weight she's doing.
You fucking lay her out.
I could do jump rope for 3 minutes straight, dude. She can't even cross the ropes.
She's got a piece though.
Huh?
She might put you down.
I worry about that sometimes.
Oh yeah, I
She
would.
could shoot my
Good
fucking
God.
ass, dude.
She would walk too.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, dude. She'd shoot my ass and fucking laugh.
Strong, independent woman.
Yeah, for sure.
Shoots white supremacists. They'd bring up clips from this podcast.
Oh, I'd be fried, dude.
Oof.
I'm not a white
She would
supremacist.
definitely walk. Yeah, you are. Look at that goat. You said you were going that goat to support the boys in D.C. who harassed that Native American. Matt lovingly refers to the boys from D.C.
No, I fucking
He's
don't.
like, those boys went
didn't
down
even
there
know
and
about
gave
those
that
boys.
engine what for?
Dude,
Gave
that's so funny. They went and saw that guy, and they're like, "Hey, you get out of here, you
Yeah.
fucking idiot!"
And what's funny is some news place, I think, interviewed the Native American afterwards.
Yeah.
And he was like, my people didn't want you guys here. We had a perfect culture. He like did this whole thing about like, we respected elders. And
Didn't they used to fucking like push him off of cliffs and shit,
it's like,
dude?
you put them on ice floes and push them out. If we're going to lump all Indians together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. He was like, we solved our problems within. There were no prisons before you came. It's like, yeah, because you guys couldn't invent walls. You had fucking...
You would also just like fucking bury someone.
Yeah,
up their head
I doubt there was a lot of fucking fair trials back then either.
Yeah, dude.
Sure, it was fucking like, I accuse him of this crime. Cut his fucking head off.
Yeah, for sure. It was like tied to a tree, 4 hours in the head, and it's like,
Yeah.
all right, we're out. So they had like the whole thing.
He had
figured
a
out.
speech figured out, but I think again, dude, this is a fucking Native American that like served in Vietnam.
Really?
He was the fucking man. Like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous that these kids did that. They're
For sure.
fucking gay.
You gotta be
Those
pretty
kids
gay.
suck.
You have to be gay to do
Those
that.
kids fucking suck.
Think they were gay for real? That's why they
But
did it.
if I was, yeah, they're all gay. Anybody from Covington Catholic, I think is what it's called in Kentucky, all
That's
gay.
so fucking funny.
But
you like abortion, you fucking savage?
yeah, again, the guy had nothing to do with abortion. He was
know.
there because he was like a Vietnam vet,
Yeah,
like Native American Vietnam vet.
yeah, they definitely.
That's
did.
what his whole thing was.
What was he protesting? Oh, he was in the indigenous wall.
I don't know. He was just chilling, man.
Yeah, he was just
He
fucking
was just down there
just watching.
balling out.
He was just watching.
But yeah, it was funny to hear his speech afterwards. And like somebody
he
interviewed
had a
him.
fucking sick
He
speech.
had like a not really. It's just exactly what every single person who has no fucking idea about history thinks Native Americans were.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
we had no prisons before you came.
yeah,
We were peaceful people. It's like, were you?
yeah,
Were you peaceful?
yeah. That's crazy, man.
Like, we were here first. Like, who'd you run off the land?
yeah,
Why don't
exactly.
you shut up? I'm joining the boys.
It's funny because maybe they had this. The guys probably went up to him like, "Oh, hi, it's a Native American." Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing, sir? And he's like, "We did." And they're like, "Shut the fuck up, you motherfucking crap, baby."
Yeah, but no, it's a fucking smug kid smiling on a Native American's face while he's
Man,
wearing a
that
MAGA
sucks.
hat.
That
It's
sucks.
a gay fucking look. If you're political either way,
Fuck.
you fucking stink.
I wish they could realize that they're just like the inverse of fucking like an SJW. If you're walking around trying to like actively oppress Native Americans, you're an SJW. You're the fucking. You're like, get
Yeah.
them, boys.
Yeah, you're the same thing. I was talking about that with Soder. It's like
Ugh.
if you're from like where I'm like you're from a pretty
Yeah.
Republican hometown
Sure.
or like all that. Like if you're in a Republican hometown, you get called fucking gay.
Yeah,
If you're in a city, you get called a racist.
sure,
It's the same fucking thing.
definitely.
They're like, "What are you, a pussy?" And then you come to the city, and they're like, "What do you fucking hate women?"
Yeah, it's
It's like no matter
definitely.
what, like whatever they think the worst thing you can be is, that's who they call their political opponents.
Well, that's theirs. Did you ever see the sign they put up in the city? It's like, "Oh, we love everyone: Muslims,
Yeah.
homeless, women, trans." That's like someone just hanging a sign that's like, "Don't
Yeah.
be gay," or like a Confederate flag.
Yeah, it's the exact same as some fucking gun shop in Mechanicsburg put
Yeah.
a Confederate flag up.
We love all women.
We love America,
We
and
love
troops,
Muslims.
and our heritage.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
It's like, yeah, you guys all name things that are tough to be like, no. I know. Like it's all like back to that fucking Alexandria chick.
Yep.
She'll tweet like, "Our country is too wealthy to have poor people in it."
Yeah.
It's like, all right, what do you want me? How do you want me to argue with that?
Yeah.
It's like that's your political stance? Is you want to end poverty?
Dude, I saw
Yes.
the one guy's political stance
Yes.
was literally that he didn't support
No
cops
more
shooting
rape.
young black kids.
No more cops shooting young black kids.
Yeah, it's
no
like-
rape. No murder. No war. It's
Yeah.
like, yes.
It's awesome.
Please.
Do it.
Please.
Well, that's my thing too. It's like to think about
That's my political stance. I'm
no
running
rape,
for
no,
office.
how you're about no rape, no murder,
I'm
no
all
war.
about no violence and no
For sure.
bad. My platform is no more bad things.
Utopia, dude.
I want no bad things.
Yeah,
to
you're
happen.
you're an utopianist.
Yeah.
That's
I'm a
dude.
eugenics utopianist.
Why are you eugenic?
Bad things. I don't
Just
like
big ass dicks only.
I'm gonna maintain a population of fat dicks, thick butts, fat tits, the thickest motherfuckers walking around, dude. Thick roots only.
So you're Farrakhan, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be like when people are like, Hitler's mom was half Jewish. It's gonna be like that with me. Once I
Oh.
create this master race, they're gonna be like, do you know Shane actually had a small dick? His whole population, he demanded fat dicks. Do you know his dick was actually small?
Oh my god.
That'll be a topic of historians' debate, how thick my root was.
Oh, for sure, dude. Apparently, they kept saying Daniels is saying Trump has like a supreme mushroom head. he said it's like he has like the most mushroomest tip she's ever seen. She's a porn star.
That's sick.
She's like, he has a weird dick and he knows it. He has like she was saying like it was like it reminded her of Toadstool from Mario Kart. He's
Wow.
got such a mushroom head.
That's because, going back to your theory about plunging,
Yeah.
Trump comes from such a dynastic fucking DNA pool, just such a dominant DNA pool that only the guys with the thickest plungers can be a Trump.
Yeah, dude. Dude, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited about these books I got.
That's fucking
They're
awesome.
fucking sick. They're like Napoleon, dude. I started to talk about it on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Listen to the
Ooh,
Patreon.
sorry if
dude.
I missed it.
Patreon 2 is
Sorry.
out, dude.
Patreon 2 is in the air.
Patreon
dude.
2 is gonna be sick.
It's fucking lit.
But I was talking to I talked a little bit about Napoleon's parents because I don't know anything about Napoleon.
True. Me either.
For some reason in our history, we don't talk about it.
He sabered champagne bottles. I think he invented that.
He was wild.
That was part of his clique did that.
But he was his dad was this French dude that was just fucking wild. The stories are fucking sick.
What'd he do?
He was just out fucking everybody.
What?
He was even linked to Marie Antoinette. Like there was a lot of like
Who's that?
she was the queen of France.
Damn, he fucked her?
He was fucking everyone. He had like sorcerers.
His dad fucked the queen?
Allegedly. But
What?
listen to this story. When his dad met his mom,
Yeah.
Napoleon's parents, they were both married.
Uh-huh.
Napoleon's mom was some 18-year-old. Napoleon's dad was at war. They met while he was at war.
Okay.
And they like were writing letters back and forth. And then finally she basically said like, yeah, we can fuck.
What?
So he went down and fucked her. And her husband, she was 18. This guy was like 40. He was some lawyer, some French lawyer.
His letter game was that strong?
Yeah, Napoleon's dad's letter game was strong.
How
enough
did he so he was like, yo, let me get he's like, but you got an address though?
Yeah.
And he was
she
like,
was
all
like,
right.
I will succumb to you and
Fuck.
so he went and was fucking her. And then the guy who suspected that she wanted to fuck that guy wanted to find out if she liked him. He wanted to find out if she loved the guy that was cucking her. So he was
Wait,
like,
he was cucking someone?
yeah, he cucked this lawyer. This
Napoleon's
French lawyer.
dad.
Napoleon's dad was cucking a French lawyer with Napoleon's mom.
Fuck.
His 18-year-old hot mom.
Damn.
And then he was the guy came home and was like, I hate to tell you this, but that guy you've been writing to, he's fucking dead. He died in battle. To see if she would like cry. And she was like, well, I must have brought him back to life because he's in the room over and we just had sex.
Damn.
And then
Napoleon's dad fucked his lawyer up?
no, then they might have had a menage a trois.
Stop, they had a devil's threesome?
Yep. Then
God
then
damn,
that
that's the
guy
most
came
French
home and
thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
He was like, I am so outraged, I must fuck you
Yeah,
with
then
him.
him and Napoleon's dad ran a train.
Wait, so
on
Napoleon
Napoleon's
was
mom.
basically created by two men, but
Maybe.
he might have two dads.
He might have two daddy.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
What a
Dude,
sick origin story.
Yeah.
He was a product of a devil's threesome?
Yep. And then I think they split up after they fucked. I think the mom like found God and started focusing on that, and the dad went back to France and just fucked everyone. Yeah, but
And
he
this
was
lady
also
raised Napoleon?
yeah, and the dad who was like a war hero, or he was fucking everybody. He was
Yeah.
also like a war hero. He was like the
course.
man in battle.
Of course.
Yeah, dude.
And he would just write
Napoleon's dad
letters
was
and
the fucking
So
man.
that guy would just like battle, write letters, and someone would be like, all right, you can fuck me. And he would just, this guy would come across the French countryside as fucking like blue balls. Just like,
Yeah,
oh,
dude.
oh, God, oh my God, I have so much coming to me.
What was funny was the author of the book was like, and I can't even state enough how much of he was such a philanderer that by 18th century French aristocracy standards, they were like, that guy's a piece of shit. And back then they were fucking everybody.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
dude.
And it was weird the way that he describes the military is like the officers, because they would only fight between like May and October.
Sure.
So it wasn't a full-time job. Like you would leave the military.
And you would fuck.
And they
for
would
a
all
while.
go fuck and like write poetry and like be artists.
What?
Yeah. They were gay.
So that guy would like, I mean, back then too, like, if you saw a chick in the woods, that was fair game.
Oh, 100%.
You could be like,
Chick in the woods?
yeah.
I mean, that's still fair game.
in the French countryside.
If you run into a chick while you're at midnight howling,
Oh, for
running around,
sure.
that's
I wouldn't
legal.
even. I mean, she would just probably go prone and assume
She'd
dog.
be a bitch. You'd have to run. If you
True.
saw a hot babe in the woods,
True.
that's a bitch.
I'd get vitched in. Like, wait,
Yeah.
what? Everything cool out here? Oh. Yeah, dude, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to report back next week with more Napoleon facts.
Dude, I fucking need that. I don't know anything
it's
about
sick.
the guy.
Napoleon, yeah. He
His
was
origin story is awesome.
origin stories. He got fucking banished at one point. He has like 2 reigns.
He got
His first
banished
reign,
from
he got
France?
banished to an island.
Dude,
Then he fucking came back and took power again.
what?
Yeah, bro.
God damn.
Yeah, but that was like the whole book is
He
about
fuck a lot too?
Napoleon. He had I'm sure he did.
More of a power boner?
He was more, yeah. He was like that was one thing he said. He was like, I didn't have friends growing up. All I had were books. He like studied war.
Damn.
It just became that's the book's about him like inventing total war.
That's
and being
tight.
like,
if you study war, there's definitely an outlet. Like, what do you want to do? Be like, wage war? And they're like, all right, we can plug you
all
into
right,
some
psycho.
guys. Like, we got to think
I was
for
writing
that.
poems, but all right, what are you doing? I'm trying to get pussy and write. What are
We
you up
got to
to?
wage fucking war.
I'm gonna
dude.
conquer Europe. It's like, all right,
Damn.
let's get you up there.
I mean, dude, if you get the right, if you get the right channels, you like, all right, army check. You can just start mobilizing that thing and conquering. It's pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a fun thing to do.
Yeah, except then, like I said, I got that Goya book. That was all his drawings from what Napoleon was doing in Spain. Like the army was just murdering and
A lot
raping.
of devil threesomes.
A lot of devil rapes, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then I was looking at it, and it was funny because I read that story about them fucking.
Yeah.
And I was like, this entire tragedy came out of those two fucking. Like,
Yeah,
they
that's-
had one kid, and they created
Oh, my
the fucking
God.
devil.
They literally
They
did.
created the Antichrist, and he took over most of Europe.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Only if she tore up that letter. If only that girl wasn't such a fucking slut.
Only that
dude.
18-year-old wasn't a goddamn slut. She didn't need to cheat on that geezer that
How
loved
many
her
people died because she was a fucking...
because she whored out.
Where did she even meet his dad? He just breezed through town?
Yeah, he was at war. And back then, war was like,
Yeah, you're just kind of bopping
just
around.
go down to a city.
Jesus
Like, we're going to go to war tomorrow.
Yeah, I love you.
Yep.
I fucking
Boom.
love you, babe.
Next thing you know, you give birth to Napoleon.
Damn, dude. That's
Yeah.
fucking blowing my mind.
Wild stuff.
God,
I'll show you
that
these fucking
bitch.
These Goya
I'm
drawings.
so mad at her, dude.
Yeah.
It's all her fault. Let me see them.